guys, welcome back to yet another video of Coffee with the Counselor. My name is Faith and I'm your therapist online. Thank you so much for the love that you showed us in the last videos that we have been talking about dyslexia as a series, right? And this week it's a little bit different. I just want to talk about the advantages of dyslexia, neurodiversity, because I feel like neurodivergents have been seen like there's nothing good that can come out of them, but we are here to demystify all of that. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment if you care, and subscribe to the channel. Join the wellness community. And yeah, let us learn together, share our experiences as we are creating a community as we go. Because hey, no one wants to be alone. No one wants to stay alone in this earth, and no one should actually be alone. We need each other. We need a community. We need a support system, and that's why we are here for all of that. All right. So today, as I've mentioned, we want to talk about the advantages of dyslexia. Picture this. Dyslexia, one, not even picture this. Dyslexia is a superpower. Um, and it is said that 1 in every 5 students in a class have dyslexia or some form of neurodivergence. So if you are a teacher, you've probably interacted with someone who is neurodivergent. And I want to paint a picture of a dyslexic person or someone who's neurodivergent. If you are going to town and it probably takes 10 minutes to town, a dyslexic person would actually take the scenic route. They'll stop, see the waterfalls, see the butterflies, enjoy, take it all in, imagine things as they're going to town, right? But the person who is neurotypical, right? Yes, the person who is neurotypical would actually just go direct to town without stopping, without seeing anything. Focus, laser focus, right? But they will still get to town eventually. So it will take the neurodivergent person probably 30 minutes or more, and the neurotypical person will take 10 minutes. But they have taken the scenic route. But at the end of it all, they have arrived, and that is what we want in this world. Regardless of the route that you take, you will arrive at where you're taking, provided you know where you're going, right? In this context. So, as a teacher, you have probably interacted with the neurodivergent kids, and that's why this video is very important for educators, it's very important for teachers, it's very important for parents, and even people who are living with neurodivergent minds, or people who are neurodivergent, right? Oh yeah, the problem we have with our education system is that we want people to fit in our box and we want to measure them. In order to maybe measure how much you've learned, you're going to be tested, right? And so that's an issue with an education system, because you want everyone to conform in this nature of measuring, and yet some of the dyslexic people haven't really caught up yet. It's like wanting people to fit in a square box while you have a round head. It does not work. And that is how neurodivergent people are. So, straight to it, we are going to discuss the advantages of people who are dyslexic, neurodivergent. And the first one is that people who are neurodivergent, they are quite creative. If you have guys around you and you've seen creative people, they pick up stones and twigs and whatnot and shells and put them together and they make art. So these are the people who probably would make great engineers, great artists, because they see the world differently. Neurodivergent people, dyslexic people actually see the world totally different. Um, and so that's why they are creative people. You'd find someone who's never really been in an art class, but they know how to color coordinate. They know how to make pieces of art that when you look at it, you're like, oh wow, that is actually nice. That is neurodivergent person. That is a dyslexic for you. Number two is that a dyslexic person is very empathetic. Most of dyslexic people are empathetic, maybe because of the experience they've gone through, and so they extend that to other people. They are actually very good in extending empathy and actually uh, being in someone else's shoes. Number three is that dyslexic people um, think outside the box. They are innovators. They see a problem and they come up with a solution. They think differently than the neurotypical people. Neurotypical people know that this is how things are done, this is how ABCD is done. But with a neurodivergent person, a dyslexic person, they actually try and question, why is it done that way? Why can't you do it this way? And so they are innovators in that light. They come up with solutions where someone else hasn't thought about it. And frankly speaking, if we all did the thinking in the same way, we would probably be boring. We wouldn't have innovators. We wouldn't have people in the art space and so many things. And most of the problems wouldn't be solved because we have neurodivergent people who are actually um, solving issues. The other advantage of being a neurodivergent person is that dyslexic people are uh, good communicators, good orators for that matter. And so, if you put them in a crowd, these are the people who become politicians, leaders, with the right mechanisms or with the right support in place. They will go ahead and become good leaders. So, neurodivergent people and dyslexic people, to be precise, are good communicators. So, if you look around, that good that good communicator around you might just be dyslexic. And that's a good thing. We need dyslexic people in the world. We need neurodivergent people in the world because if we were all the same, then it would be boring. Dyslexic people also go ahead and become innovators, and while at it, they also become entrepreneurs. So, this is an encouragement to anyone out there who you have recently found out that you are dyslexic or neurodivergent. There is hope. You can become anything that you put your mind into, and remember that you are creative. And when you, with the right support, you can actually thrive and do wonders. So be encouraged. Let's stay helpful. Yeah, people with dyslexia have resilience and adaptability. What do I mean by this? Because they've gone through maybe a lot of challenges while growing up or in class or anything. They are now able to be resilient. If they get a challenge that is probably a little bit defeating, they will keep at it until um, they get the solution they're looking at. They are very patient because of what they've gone through. They are adaptable. If they find that there's a situation that needs them to change, they will be willing to change more quickly and adapt to that situation. So that's a good thing. The other thing is that people who have dyslexia learn very well under experiences or learn very well with experiences. So if they experience an event or something, it sticks with them for a longer time because they are in it. It's called experiential learning, I think. Yeah. So if you want a dyslexic mind to learn things and actually understand them better, you better have an experience type of learning. so that they can, these concepts that you're trying to teach them or whatever that you're trying to put across will be able to stick. Yeah, so those are the advantages of having a dyslexic mind or being a dyslexic. It is not all doom at the end of the day. So, yeah, remember to share, subscribe, like if you've come this far, comment, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, ciao.